So I did about my prison history since I was about 11 years old. Was in and out of juvenile and county jails till I was about 33 years old. My whole life was just prison and lockup, drugs, gangs, and the fast life. When I was about 33 years old, I hooked up with Careers for Parolees, and after I got out, I stuck with the trade, got into the trade as an electrician, and it drastically changed my life for the better. When I got out, I noticed there wasn't too many opportunities for parolees. It was really hard to find a job, extremely hard. It was like one of the biggest obstacles that I had to overcome, and there wasn't any resources. There wasn't really nothing out there, and I noticed, going to just apply for regular jobs, I was getting shot down 100% of the time because of my record, because I came from a troubled background, and I had a prison record. I had done time in prison. It really hindered me a lot, getting hooked up with Careers for Parolees. It opened up the doors in so many ways to things that I didn't even know were available. It drastically changed my life for the better. Once I got into the trades with Careers for Parolees and all their help and resources that they were able to provide, it springboarded me into a whole nother life that I would have never been able to tap into had I just tried to do it on my own, as all the rest of the parolees out there, and struggled. I would have just became another statistic, and I would have probably went back. Luckily, I was able to stick with the trade. The money is a very big motivator, and it was one of the best things I ever did with my life. I thank the Lord every day for the path that He put me on, and I thank Him for the strength that He gives me to continue to walk in my blessings. But Careers for Parolees really helped me out very drastically. I was able to go get back with my family, raise my kids. I did a lot of damage to my wife and children and family while I was in and out of the system, and getting a career and having a good career, it brought me back to my family. It allowed me to be a husband, allowed me to be a responsible father, a good role model for my children. I have 6 kids, and it's very difficult living in San Jose, living in Santa Clara County, where we come from. Everything is really expensive. So this Careers for Parolees was able to put me into a trade that was able to pay me a very decent wage to where I live comfortably. And there's so much good that came out of it. I can't even begin to elaborate. It would take me 3 days. But
okay.